The Galactic Council's emergency session had been called for the third time this cycle, and Ambassador Zethkar of the Altarian Collective was already developing what humans would call a headache. The holographic displays around the circular chamber flickered with incident reports, each one more impossible than the last. "The humans have done it again," announced Counselor Vexthu, her crystalline form resonating with frustrated harmonics. "Stargate Nexus 447 in the Kepler Void, completely bypassed. They somehow activated a locked gate that hasn't functioned in 3,000 years. A collective groan echoed through the chamber's translation matrix. The assembled representatives of 47 species, some of the most advanced civilizations in the galaxy, all shared the same expression of weary disbelief. Zethkar's 4 eyes focused on the central display. "Explain how this is even possible. The void gates were sealed using quantum encryption algorithms that would take our best computers millennia to crack." "That's just it." Vexthu's tone carried the weight of cosmic exhaustion. "They didn't crack anything. According to the telemetry, they's improvised." The display zoomed in on grainy security footage from a monitoring station. 3 humans in makeshift environmental suits stood before the massive dormant Stargate, a ring of exotic matter 30 meters in diameter, its surface dark and cold for eons. "Watch this," Vexthu commanded. The lead human, a female with short-cropped hair, approached the gate's control nexus. Instead of interfacing with the quantum locks, she produced what appeared to be a primitive electromagnetic pulse device, the kind of tool most species had abandoned when they discovered fire. "She's hitting it?" Counselor Morpheus of the ERI, Centaurian Hive, observed, his compound eyes tracking the human's movements. The human struck the control panel 3 times with her device. Nothing happened. She examined the gate's power coupling, then walked to what appeared to be a maintenance access panel that had been sealed for millennia. With casual efficiency, she pried it open using a piece of metal debris. "By the 7 suns," whispered Ambassador Kretak. "She's hot-wiring a Stargate." The footage showed the human connecting her crude device directly to the gate's primary power conduit. Sparks flew. The ancient machinery groaned. And then, impossibly, the Stargate flared to life with a brilliant blue vortex. "The quantum locks?" Zethkar asked weakly. "Still engaged," Vexthu confirmed. "She bypassed the entire security system by turning it on manually, like starting a primitive combustion engine." The 3 humans in the footage exchanged what appeared to be congratulatory gestures, then stepped through the portal. The gate shut down immediately after their passage, returning to its millennia-long slumber. "Where do they go?" someone asked. "Tau Ceti system, a journey that should take 6 months through normal space. They made it in 12 seconds through a gate that was sealed specifically because that particular route passes through a gravitational anomaly that could tear most ships apart." Counselor Morpheus buzzed with agitation. "And they survived?" "Not only survived, they sent a transmission from the other side. Quote, "Thanks for the shortcut, galaxy friends. The view of the black hole was awesome. See you soon." End quote. The chamber fell silent. 47 of the most advanced civilizations in the galaxy, races that had mastered quantum mechanics, neural interfacing, and dimensional transcendence, sat in stunned silence at humanity's casual disregard for cosmic safety protocols. "How many incidents is this now?" Zethkar asked, though he dreaded the answer. Vexthu manipulated her display, bringing up a comprehensive list. "In the past standard year, they've activated 17 sealed gates, bypassed 43 quarantine zones, and somehow turned a Class 5 hazardous asteroid field into a racing course." Racing course? They called it Extreme Asteroid. Slalom. The Jovian Mining Consortium is still trying to figure out how they managed to extract rare minerals while dodging debris at 0.3 C. Ambassador Kretak leaned forward, his scaled features creased with confusion. "I've studied human psychology for decades. They're not stupid. Their scientific achievements, while primitive by our standards, show clear logical thinking. So why Do they consistently ignore safety protocols that exist for very good reasons? The answer came from an unexpected source. Dr. Sarah Chen, human liaison to the Galactic Council, materialized in the chamber's guest hologram projector. Her appearance prompted several species to instinctively activate their defensive systems. Because, she said with a smile that somehow managed to be both friendly and terrifying, safety protocols assume you're trying to avoid problems. We prefer to solve them as they come up. Dr. Chen, Zethikar began carefully. The void gates were sealed because the gravitational distortions could kill anyone who uses them. Could, Sarah emphasized. But they didn't. In fact, Jake's proposal, to use tidal forces as a slingshot acceleration method, is already being reviewed by our physics department. The black hole nearly tore your ship apart. Nearly. But it didn't. And now we know how much stress our hull design can take in extreme gravitational fields. That's valuable data. Counselor Morpheus's compound eyes focused on the human. What would you have done if the Stargate hadn't activated? Sarah shrugged, a gesture that somehow conveyed both casualness and determination. Found another way. There's always another way. And if there wasn't, then we'd make one. The chamber fell silent again. In that moment, 47 advanced. Civilizations began to understand something fundamental about humanity. They didn't bypass safety protocols out of ignorance or recklessness. They did it because, to humans, the word impossible was merely a starting point for engineering solutions. Dr. Chen, Vexthu asked quietly, what do you intend to do about the other sealed gates? Sarah's smile widened. Well, there are still thousands of them scattered across the galaxy, right? And most lead to places you've marked as too dangerous for exploration. Yes? Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Thanks for mapping all the good shortcuts for us. As the hologram faded, leaving 47 species to contemplate humanity's casual approach to cosmic impossibility, Zethkar made a note in his official log. Recommendation: stop telling humans something is impossible. They appear to interpret this as a challenge. In the depths of space, another sealed Stargate flickered to life as 3 humans in modified environmental suits prepared for their next shortcut. The galaxy would never be the same.